Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you in advance for taking the time to attend today's event. Here, I will deliver a speech about Javanese Islamic culture. In Java, there is a lot of acculturation. For example, for the Indonesian people, of course, they are already familiar with Tahlilan. This is a traditional that is carried out by reading prayers whose purpose is to give gifts to people who have died. The Tahlilan traditional is a combination of culture in the one hand and religion's teachings on the other. As a culture, the Tahlilan process from start to finish. For 7 consecutive days continued on the 40 days, 100 days, and even up to the annual commemoration or Haul is an infrastructure that functions to strengthen the implementation of Islamic law in the sense of reading the fragments, important verses of the Holy Quran. Tahlilan is believed to have benefits, namely, first, try and use to read good synthesis. Second, maintaining and establishing friendly relationship. Third, serve our parents, relatives, and do good to our brother and sister. Because in Tahlil we pray for our parents, our family, and our brother and sister. But those who have died and those who have not. Like the prayers we often read so far, as children we are obliged to be filial to our parents, and this filial piety is not only when we are still alive but also when we have died. Fourth, give quality in attention to praying. We also serve this according to the ability of the congregation. As we know, alms can repel disasters of disaster and be loved by others. And the treasures that we give to others and in the way of Allah will not run out, but instead become an investment in the hereafter. Fifth, worship and seek the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, because this tahlil or tahlilan is our intention to worship, seek knowledge, and seek the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, not because of anyone else or anyone, but solely because of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Kinship and brothers among Muslims. Even so, the law of tahlilan according to scholars in difference. There are some scholars who allow it, and there are some who do not allow it. For people who believe that saying prayers to people who have died in a good practice, the tahlilan is still carried out as per traditional. Okay, I think that's all. My speech might be useful for all. I apologize for words of behavior that displeases you. Tahlilan, which is a tradition of Nusantara Islam, which aims to express sympathy and empathy for families who have been afflicted by death. Tahlilan is a Shari tradition, or in other words, Tahlilan is a traditional Sharia. As for the Tahlilan event, it originates from the culture of ancient people before the advent of Islam. The Tahlilan and Dead Yasinan programs never taught the Prophet, his companion, the Tabi'in and Tabi'in. Likewise is now taught by the Mahdab priestess. Another point or view say that the same activity is gathering at the dead house while eating accompanied by praying for their deceased to be blessed by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because in the organizer provide food and take it home, but besides that there are also those who arguing that eating such food is unlawful. Okay. For people who day is a ritual that has no guidance from the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, so it cannot be carried out according to the customs. Eating such food is unlawful. Huday is a ritual that has no guidance from Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, so it cannot be carried out according to the customs of a community. In this event, there is food that is specifically slaughtered or made offerings, and there is food that is only for consecration. Therefore, if the food is made that is slaughtered for offerings to the spirit, it is forbidden to eat it as contained is the letter at Al-Baqarah 2. As for food other than meat that is not for offerings, basically, it is not haram to eat. However, as the protective measure so that something that has a negative impact do not occur, it is recommended not to eat this food on the grounds of such as Daria to prevent falling into pollutants. Okay, I think that's all. My speech might be useful for all. I apologize for words of behavior that displeases you. Thank you very much for your opportunity and attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.